What up, Herd? Welcome to another episode of Cover Lovers, where we get to talk about this week's incentives as well as store exclusives. And with us, as always, we have Mike and his wonderful family.
Hey,
How's
Max.
everybody doing?
Everyone's good. This is Max. This is 11-month-old Max. You guys said what? Most of you haven't met him yet. And then Deo, of course. Say hi, everybody. You're 4. I'm 4. It's been a weekend, that's for sure. I think I've done more yard work in the last 3 days than I've done in the last 3 years. So I am ready to just sit my lazy butt down and talk about some awesome comic covers with you fools. So
nice, love it. And I love his hair. I love Max's hair.
Yeah,
I mean it's so long.
He was born with a full head of hair.
Yeah.
Oh man,
almost creepy.
And I like how he combed it just to be on the show today.
Yeah, exactly. You got a little Poindexter going on here. Little George McFly.
Oh my god, I love it. So, Big Rob, did you do any yard work? Do you do anything outside today?
I was squatting in the palace this weekend, but no. I'm recovering from my little old man injury, so everything good on my end. It's getting stronger every day. So it was a little rough there for a minute, but I'm happy to be here. Missed last week's episode, so some exciting covers this week. Check it out.
Yeah, there's a ton of incentives. Oh, I love the kissing. Bye. Bye. Great seeing you, Dale. Oh, so is Max going to be staying on all night?
I don't think so, no.
See ya. See ya.
When Mom comes
back.
Bye. See you, buddy.
See ya.
Be good for your mommy.
See ya.
Bye. All right. And before we start on the show, let us give a quick shout out to our sponsors. One of them being Cover Price. Don't forget to use code Nerdvana14 for 30 days of unlimited cover price for only 99 cents. Make sure to check it out. It's a great app. I love it. And I like putting my my collection up there to see how they're doing as far as pricing, if they're going up or going down. I love it. And then also don't forget to use TNH10 to save yourself 10% off over at Bird City Comics. Again, TNH10 to save yourself 10% over at Bird City Comics. And a quick shout out to our team, Nerd Herd Horsemen. Uncle Rudy, Something Wong, Deanna and Glenn 2K12. Thank you guys for everything that you do for the community. And also quick shout out to Eddie, our DJ. Make sure to give him a follow at Beats by Monster. So let's dive into the chat and then we can get started. As always, we have GT Key in the house. What is going on? Doreen, hello. Oh, and of course, Apollo Cruz. What is going on, man? And of course, Trish, how you doing?
Hey, Trish.
Lord of Brooklyn, BK4 Life. Thank you for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. And looks like, and we got Sam I Am. Yes, yard work all weekend.
Trish, awesome. Thanks for joining us, Trish. I know you've been working your ass off the last couple of days.
Oh, man, I love it.
Did like 700 covers.
Let me give Sticks a real quick laugh. He said it was like fighting over comic books. That's how I injured my back. No, you want
to... Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Rob got into a fight. Oh, I want to hear about this, Sticks. I want to hear about this. Big Rob. I guess Big Rob is...
I'm here. I'm sorry. I lost.
What happened? You're trying to tell the story, and then
I want to just. It's a real old man injury. I actually, instead of doing something crazy, I don't know, doing jumping jacks or doing cartwheels, taking a shower, blew up my back in the shower.
Oh my god!
That's exactly what happened.
Are you sure it wasn't this?
No, I wish it was that.
Did you get into a lightsaber duel over in Return of the Jedi?
No, I was not doing flips with the lightsaber. Literally just washing my feet.
Oh, man. All right.
I'm only laughing because I do shit like that all the time.
You get out of bed and break your knee. It's that easy. Yeah.
It's bad.
You got to stretch, man. You got to stretch.
That's bullshit. I stretch all the time. It still happens.
I had the worst cramp the other day. I could not get it to go away. This is Charlie.
I drink a gallon of water. You're still going to be fucking cramping no matter what.
Doesn't matter, man. Oh, it was an excruciating pain. My son's making fun of me the whole time.
Sneezing is an easy way to blow out your back, too. That's an easy way.
There we go. Oh, they're exchange fisticuffs. I like that.
So
It's either toys or Star Wars, man. Look at that. These guys know you so well, Big Rob.
Yeah, I've been online sharing too much of my personal life.
All right, guys, let's get her started with some incentives. Again, we got a ton of stuff today, so let's just get right to it. Here we go. Our first one up is, guess what? Batman number 135. We have a 1 in 25 by Lee Bermejo, 1 in 50 by Archer, which also has a cover B or cover C. And we also have a 1 in 100 by Joe Quesada, but he also has a cover B or a cover C. This one in color as well. So, gentlemen, we'll start off with you, Big Rob, since you've got that old man like injury, right?
Yeah, I might fall asleep. Let's see here. All right, this is the first time I've seen these. First impressions, honestly, off the bat, Art Germ. Of course, I'm sympathetic to Art Germ art, but that Bermejo is really nice. I do like that Bermejo. I love the buildings, the way he actually drew the I guess the skull, the face of that whatever that is. I guess that's the Joker represented in the building. That's what it seems like to me. The black and white just is the I guess the sketch cover for Joe Quesada. It's okay. I'd rather have the color version. The color version looks a lot better, to be honest. So I would definitely skip that for 1 in 100 as well. That's I'm not interested. It's I guess I go with the Bermejo. Honestly, the Bermejo. I like how he drew the buildings. That's really cool. And I know the Batman and Joker are really small, at least on my laptop. But it looks good. I like it. The Bermejo, the 125. That's the one I would go with.
All right, Mike.
this is easy. It's the Bermejo for me all day long. I love it. It's beautiful. I love that the characters don't take center stage on it, actually. Because I mean, you got a billion covers with Batman and Joker on them. This is something completely different. Feels like an incentive. It's really well done. There's nothing wrong with the art germ, but I don't know why I wouldn't just buy the limited trade dress B cover.
Yeah.
So I get a purple tint one instead of a blue tint one. I don't see the reason to spend 50 or more on it. The Quesada inks are beautiful. It's like an amazing splash page, basically, is what that is. So it's nice, but it certainly doesn't warrant 1 in 100. But even if they were all swapped, doesn't matter. The Bermejo is a great cover. I hope to get my hands on one.
Yep. I agree with you, gentlemen. Like the Bermejo is amazing. I love it. I love all the details that he put into the deck or the balcony, whatever you want to call that, the entire building. And what they say too in Batman, it's not just Batman and his villains are the main characters, but the city as well are also alive and also a character here in the story. So I definitely dig it. I love it. As for the other ones, I love Archer, Quesada, but again, you can get these with a B cover or a C cover. So, unless you're collecting or chasing these foils, I mean, by all means, please do so. But again, you can get the same art, same picture, everything else for like less than half the cost, right?
The Bermejo is a true incentive. The other ones are just
agreed.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, the art germ's pretty, and I know we've sort of seen the pose before. There's great emotion in her eyes and in her mouth and everything. So I mean, it's great art germ, but it's just, I don't know. We've seen it before, and we get it on the B cover. So
yeah, his bar is high.
it is. That's true.
All right, guys. What about this one right here? We got another Batman book, Batman and Joker: The Deadly Duo. We have a 1 in 25 by John Boy Myers, 1 in 50 by Mark Silvestri, and a 1 in 100 by Ashley Wood. All right, Mike. Of the three, which one would you choose?
Ashley Wood is by far the best cover. Super cool. Feels like kind of feels like a late 80s Vertigo cover to me, which I really love. I'm okay with the stark white background on this one for once. I normally don't like that, but in this case, I think it hits. The inking and pencils are really cool on it. I actually don't like the Silvestri at all. Seems kind of, I don't know. It's just sort of meh to me. Maybe it would be cooler in color. I don't know if there's a color version of it or not. And the John Boy's a great like A cover. If that were the A cover, fine, but it doesn't feel like an incentive to me. But I really like that wood. That's a really cool cover.
Nice. Big Rob?
That's funny. It totally is your personality because you're a Sienkiewicz guy, and that's very Sienkiewicz vibe on
Yeah,
that.
it is. You're right.
And I'm not a Sienkiewicz guy, but I think it's cool. I like it, but I agree. I would probably pass on all of them. To me, they all seem very cover A, B, C covers, not really incentives. I don't know. It's just doesn't really attract me. I would totally skip all three of them. But if I had to choose, because I just think it looks the coolest, probably the Silvestri. I like the girl's face. I know it's very simple. It's just a very plain white background, not a lot going on. But I do appreciate the face a lot, and it just attracts my eye more. I love the pencil work. It's very detailed, but it's also detailed but simple in the same way. The wood is great. It's different. It's more impressionist. It's not as on the detail. It's just more of a abstract art, right? So, but it looks great. And the John Boy, that's just John Boy's art. That's just the way he draws. I guess it gives you the cover A vibe because he's done a lot of those covers, I guess. But it's a solid cover. But I do definitely the Silvestri. That's definitely the one I picked, the 150 mark.
Nice. All right. I guess I'm going to be the tiebreaker from you guys. Honestly, I like all three of these covers. I like the John Boy because it looks like there's just so much energy involved in it. I love it, and it's all green. I think it's really cool. I like the Silvestri one because it takes a lot of confidence and skill to kind of just put a face out there, and it's all pencils, and he's done it with every single one of these books for this series, and all of them are amazing. I love them. I like the Ashley Wood, so I would have to pick the Ashley Wood one. It kind of reminds me of Dustin Nguyen because Dustin Nguyen used a lot of watercolors with his art and his covers. But I agree also with Big Rob. It does look like a kind of like a Sienkiewicz. And I always mispronounce that. Sienkiewicz. And I like it. I like the fact that you have that Joker there
from the horse's mouth.
Excuse me?
I said from the Joker's I said from the horse's mouth.
I will probably keep pronouncing it wrong. So just all the time, Mike, please feel free to correct me.
There's even a pronunciation key like on his website. The way that his logo is tells you how to say it.
I know. I've seen it. But I keep forgetting. I just forget, because I haven't met him face to face. So maybe that's probably why.
It's fine. I'm a fanboy. Of course I know how to say it and spell it without looking it up. That's ridiculous.
But I dig it. Of the three, I think this is probably the best one. But again, I wouldn't pay 1 in 100 prices for this one, but it's something different. It's something nice. I mean, we haven't seen something like this on this particular series since it started. So I dig it. I like it.
There is a super cool Simon Bisley B cover, by the way.
And Doreen saying that cover E is the best.
I don't know if it's E or what letter it is, but the Bisley is super cool. If you like Bisley, I realize Bisley is a love or hate artist. I love him, but he's weird, that's for sure. But there's that B cover is really cool. I don't know what.
You know what? And there's a Jock cover. Oh, she's talking about the Jock cover.
Oh, the Jock cover.
Oh, my God. The Jock cover is awesome. I'll have to put it. Thanks a lot, Doreen. But that's the Jock
right.
cover. That's cover E.
Spoiler alert. That's the Jock cover is the winner of Cover Fire this week.
You know what? Hold on. Let me, for whatever reason, it's not seeing the whole screen. Give me a second.
But yeah, that Jock is crazy. I forgot that's on the same book.
It is. And it looks amazing. So I want to put that up. It's definitely worth sharing. So let me,
I think it's going to be the hottest cover of the week, to be honest.
There we go. That's dope.
It's pretty sick. Yeah.
And it's so simple. I mean, it looks fantastic.
Yep, it really does. It's going to be the winner of the week. There's no doubt.
All right. Let's move on to the next incentives. All right. We got Shazam number 1. We have a 1 in 25 by Evan Shaner. 1 in 50 by Ariel Cologne. And a 1 in 100 by Dan Mora. All right, Mike. Of the three, which one would you choose?
I don't really love any of them, to be honest, but the Cologne is good. But there's all kinds of proportion problems with it. I mean, it's a nice piece of art, but like the legs look a little short and stubby or something, or the head's too small, or I don't know what it is about it, but there's something weird about it. I really this is probably pass. But if I had to choose, it would be the cologne.
Okay. Rob?
Is the Shaner like an homage? I feel like it's an homage. I swear I've seen that art before.
It could be
Batgirl number 1, Adam Hughes.
Superman, who knows?
Yeah, I swear I've seen that a million times already. Honestly, they're all passes. I'm not a Shazam guy, so it's not going to immediately get me. But if I had to pick one, I guess I'll go with the cologne. I agree with you that all the proportions are wrong on him, but it's the more interesting one. The T-Rex just sticking his snout on the cover is interesting. I wish I could see more of the background, but they went with a circle of it, so it's kind of weird. But I like the jungle vibe in the background with him holding the bone. That's pretty cool. But yeah, they're all kind of weak, to be honest. But if I had to pick one, it's a 1 in 50. But I'm not a Shazam guy. I'm pretty sure Shazam people are taking all 3 covers. So
yeah, I agree with you guys. I think the cologne wins hands down, only because that's the 3 that we get. We have to pick one. I like the fact that the T-Rex is like his pet, and he's got that bone, and he's going to be like fetch. That's the vibe I'm getting. But other than that, I mean, it's all the covers are pretty simple. They're not. There's nothing out there that kind of grabs you or grabs your attention. So,
Nope.
yeah, that's it. So that's what the sticks is saying. The T-Rex that throws it off.
Maybe that's what it is. It's a trick in my eye. Maybe, I don't know.
Could be.
Something's weird about it though.
All right, moving on to the next one here. We have, and this is the one that Big Rob kind of showed us. We have Astrobots number 1 and this is the Whatnot Publishing. We have the action figure variant, which is a 1 in 10. We have a 1 in 25 by Hector Truneck, and a blueprint variant, which is a 1 in 50. So, Big Rob, since you're the one that kind of showed us the way, which one would you choose?
Well, I'm a big fan of Macros and Gundam and Transformers and all that stuff. So that immediately sends me in that direction mentally when I see these covers, especially the action figure one. It has the Transformers aesthetics colors, I guess you could say. The grid with the reds and the metallics on it. That's cool. What one would I pick if I had to pick one? I think the 1 in 25 is the most artistically badass. I like them all personally, but I think the 1 in 25 has the most artistic touch to it. It's he shows the bot just in a badass position. Just you could tell if something's about to go down. It's like that moment before some shit goes down, and it's a simple background, but it makes sense. Cool design of a character. I like the color scheme. The pencil work looks great, and the colors look beautiful on it. But I personally like all 3. I know not everybody's gonna like the design covers, not everybody's gonna like action figure covers, but for me, I like them all 3.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah, I'm sort of in exactly the same path. Like I like the Transformer thing, but I don't know. For some reason, there's some things wrong with it. So it doesn't quite go the whole way for me. It needed to be full on Transformers carded mini bot to work.
Yeah.
It didn't quite do that for me. So I'm with Rob. Artistically, the 1 in 25 is definitely the best one. The better drawn, sort of like more attention paid to the Japanimation from back then. And I think it's really good. I'm not a big fan of blueprint things, although this one's really, really detailed. I'm assuming it's all digital, but it's a cool one for what it is, but I just don't go for those. But yeah, the 1 in 25 is actually a good cover to me.
Cool. I would agree with you guys. The 1 in 25 for me. One of the things when I was pulling these covers, and Big Rob, you can kind of help out with this. The book is actually written by the original Transformers writer.
Ooh, that's cool.
That makes it a little more special.
Yeah,
when I was taking a look at this, I was just like, wow, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, that's kind of cool. The original Transformers writer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Simon Furman the writer of the original Transformers comic series. Is the one that's writing it.
Okay,
That's pretty cool, actually.
One little note too on the blueprint one. I know there was a Star Trek blueprint that came out about a month ago or a month and a half ago, and that one for big bucks. So I wonder if this one will ever get to those possibilities of those prices that the Star Trek one saw. So
you never know. You never know. All right, moving on to the next one. I had to do this.
wow,
I had to do this because we haven't done it in a while. So we have 2 cosplay variants: a 1 in 15, the Barbarella, the center cannot hold, number 3,
same girl.
and we have the other cosplay variant, 1 in 15, for Draculina, Blood Simple, number 3. All right, Mike, I see that big smile. Of the 2, which would it be, sir?
I fucking hate these things. I just hate them. I don't know why, but I like when I do the ordering for one of my LCSs, and I don't even order the cosplays because no one ever buys them. But I actually don't mind the Barbarella, to be honest. I really don't like the Draculina for whatever reason. But I like the look on her face in the Barbarella one, and I don't know, maybe because she's holding a gun, that's helpful. I don't know. The mist, like the whole layout, school kind of has a Blade Runner background to it, and I actually don't mind it because it kind of looks more like art than it does like a photo. So whereas the other one, yeah, I see that they staged a background or whatever that's supposed to be, but I don't know. I don't know. I always think these are silly and they almost feel creepy to me. But yeah, the Barbarella if I had to choose.
All right, Big Rob.
It's the Alonso special, huh? All right. If I had
put one in there, come on, it's been a while.
If I had to pick one, it's probably the Barbarella. These are cheesy as hell because if you want to see this shit, just go on Instagram. There's a billion pictures just like this.
Yeah,
of girls for free. So the girls dress of these characters all the time. So you don't have to really pay for this. But if I had to pick one, you had to force me. I guess the 1 in 15 Barbarella Center, whatever that's called. That's at least our outfit is more interesting, better background, better Photoshop on it. So it's cool. The Draculina it's trash, to be honest. I don't know what else can I say. This shit, it's okay.
I've only ever bought and kept one cosplay cover. There was, I think it was Immortal Red Sonja from about a year ago. They found this blue scar on her face, and she had like the boots on, and she looked all kind of like messed up and rugged, and kind of like she'd been in a battle. And they just found the right model for it, and they've staged it right, and it looked great. That's the only one I've ever seen that I was like, I kind of have to have that. That's actually kind of cool. The rest of them I just can't do.
Yeah, I think I have one as well.
We've had some cosplay variants in the past on this show. Some of them have done really, really well.
Yeah, some of them do. Some of them do, definitely.
So my choice would be the Barbarella. So we're all in agreement there. Yep.
Yeah, I agree with Chat Cave. The poses are atrocious. 100%.
Yeah, they are. They're really bad.
Photographer sucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice, and this is great, the T-shirt gun for Barbarella.
That is what it is too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right. I get a free T-shirt.
Boom. The little sound. Boom.
All right. What about this one? For Poison Ivy number 12, we have a 1 in 25 of Mateus and a 1 in 50 by Frizen. But again, this is the Frizen that's a foil. You can get a copy of the regular one as a B cover. All right. Big Rob, which one would you choose?
Well, the Mateus, it's interesting. It looks like a damn fish bowl. It looks like a damn aquarium. But you gotta go with the Jenny Frizen. It's just, I don't know. It's just, for me, her art is just aesthetically more pleasing to my eye. I love the design of the mushrooms. It's a weird character design for Poison Ivy, but it's she drew it better. It just looks better, even if it's foil. And plus, the investment wise, this is a better investment because it's gonna be $100 book easy. Because the Jenny Frizen is a 1 in 50. It's a $100 book all the way, if not more. So the color, the burgundies in it are really well done. The coloring is really great on that book. I think the coloring on Mathias it's just a little too digital for me, a little too off. I don't know, but I go with the Frizen all the way.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, the Manhanini or Manhanini is cool. It's a nice piece of art, but it doesn't read as Poison Ivy to me.
No.
It just sort of, I don't know. I mean, I have to really look to be like, oh, that's what that is? It almost looks like the Little Mermaid, or I can't really tell what that is. And it's like oddly too colorful in some weird way. I don't know. It's a great piece of art, but like on the wrong book or something like that. Whereas on the other hand, this Frisson, I really, really like this Frisson. And I know I'm a homer for her as it is, but there's some really cool choices here. Like the costume looks like it's alive. The fungus, which is sort of like the dark side of the character, rather than making her look hot and like pretty, she looks like more, I don't know, sort of dark and brooding and sort of macabre. Sort of like there's some. It's not all pretty flowers. It's other stuff too. I also like that it's skewed off to the side, and the hair almost creates this cool sort of design aesthetic off to the side, which is her lines are beautiful. She knows what she's doing. I mean, this is a beautiful cover. You can tell she loves to draw hands. I mean, that's a great hand. I love it. Just everything about that cover is great. I almost chose it as the winner for Cover Fire, the regular B, but it was hard to go against the Jock this week. But still, I love this. I obviously already have the regular one. I don't think I'll pay the extra for the 1 in 50. I don't like foils generally, but maybe this one will surprise me. I think it's a gorgeous cover.
I agree with you guys. I like the Frisson. I would have chosen the Mateus cover, but I noticed this thing and because I like the colors. I like how vibrant it is, which is kind of the opposite of why you didn't, why you didn't choose it, Mike. But this is weird. This looks like a person, right?
Yeah.
What is that person doing to whatever this object is?
Oh wow!
Oh whoa!
You perv, Alonso.
I'm just saying, like I didn't notice that until I started to really look at it. I'm like, oh, I like the colors of the Mateus, but I'm like, what is this other thing?
Yeah, you may have gotten away with one on that one.
Doing to this thing here.
Yeah.
Around time, Steve.
I know. I'm sure Steve
Alonso
has an opinion on this.
The fellatio on a cover.
Yeah.
And is that Poison Ivy?
Oh.
I don't know. All right, let's move on. Big Rob's favorite team up. We have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We have a 1 in 25 by Joe Quinones.
Quinones?
And a 1 in. Go ahead.
Oh, Quinones? No?
Quinones. Thank you.
Yeah, Quinones.
And then a 1 in 75 by Matteo Scalera. All right, gentlemen. Of the two, Mike, which one would you choose?
No, thank you. These are really bad. I don't really like either of them. Bad. I shouldn't say it's bad. It's just a little busy. God, these do not feel like incentives. They don't even really feel like very good B covers, to be honest. I mean, I get it. It's really hard to put that many characters on a cover. You got to put like 8 characters on a cover. That's asking a lot. But yeah, these are hard passes for me. These are hand and back quality to me. This is not good. This is not good at all. The regular covers for this are way better. Shit, there's a blank. I'll buy the blank. Get somebody to draw me. There's a green blank for it, I think. Get somebody to draw me on that instead.
It is. Big Rob?
Yeah, the Quinones is the TMNT movie homage.
Yeah.
To the poster. I don't think they're bad as Mike thinks they're bad, but he's killing them. But I think they're okay. I'm like, they're not great, but they're okay. Definitely they're fine. I think they're better than some of the shit we saw earlier, but so
that's not saying much.
But I will go with the Scalera, the 1 in 75. Art wise, I like that one more. I like the pencils more on that. The background's pretty blank, but it's interesting to me. It's just actually no, I'm not a big fan of this team up. Power Rangers Turtles. I'm not a big Power Rangers guy. I like Turtles, but not the Power Rangers. Not really. I was a little too old for that when it came out. But I like the way he drew the mammoth, the saber-tooth tiger, the dinosaur. I guess that all looks pretty cool to me. But Yeah, they're pretty basic. They're not worth 1 in 75 or 1 in 25 for sure. But if I had to choose the Scalera, 100%.
Well, if I had to choose, I would go with the 1 in 25. I like the homage. I like the background you have of the Zord. And I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming from above. I dig it. So of the two, that's the one I choose.
I might actually rather have a pony with like one of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like eye scarves or whatever.
Well, look, it's a done deal right there.
Oh, no.
All right, moving on to the next one, we have Cult of Carnage Misery #1. We have a U cover, it's 1 in 25, and a scan cover, which is a 1 in 50, which is a virgin variant of the cover A. All right, Mike.
I like the scan. I actually like the scan, to be honest with you. I put the regular one in cover fire this week. I was surprised that I liked it. I know that this is like been done to death, these symbiote spin-off things, and they all kind of look the same. But there's some really creepy choices here. The fact that she has like a full head of red hair, like human hair, still with all the other creepiness going on is kind of cool. And I do like it as a virgin. I think that it's a pretty decent layout. Obviously, there's a little space left up at the top, but I think it's really good. There's a lot of really good deep. I'm just digital, which doesn't turn me on all that much, but I really don't like the U, and I'm usually a pretty big proponent of U. I think that he's kind of underrated and doesn't get enough love, but this cover is just kind of meh. There's nothing bad about it. It's just sort of splash pagey and certainly not incentive looking to me, but the scan feels like an incentive. Even though you can get it on the B cover. Or actually, I think that's the A cover.
That is the A cover, yes. All right, Big Rob?
Yeah, the U feels like interior art to me, so that's a hard pass. I don't know. I've been over Carnage art ever since Absolute Carnage. I feel like Marvel has overused this character way too much. So I'm so over this character. Like I have a 361. I love Maximum Carnage. I love that run, but this character I feel like he's been done to death for the last 4 years. It's so much, and I'm just kind of really over. Every time I see covers, I just kind of roll my eyes. I'm like, I'm not another Carnage cover. But if I had to pick one, you're forcing me, then Scan. It's just the better art in general. So is this just the way they copy the image onto the website or something? Because they're mirrored, they're flipped. The angle of the characters on the trade is facing the other way, and on the Virgin is facing the other way.
Yeah,
I guess it's just the way to scan the picture online. Probably.
It's possible.
Yeah. So
they may have flipped it just to give it a little extra something different.
I guess. But yeah, it's art wise, but the better technique from scan. The U just looks very generic.
I would agree. I would definitely go with you guys and go with the scan. And it's because like the face bothers me a lot. I mean, the face just doesn't look right. The eyes don't look right. I mean, it's just like I feel like she's got chipmunk teeth. You know, you don't see anything else. I mean, it's just weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
All right. How about this one here? We got a 1 in 25 by Jen Bartel or 1 in 50 by Stephanie Hans for Demon Wars. All right, Big Rob, you're up.
I guess I'm not a big fan of this character design because I don't like them both, and I typically do like Jen Bartel and Stephanie Hans, but they're just boring to me. There's nothing to really interest me. The character design itself is not interesting, and the blank generic backgrounds it doesn't help. The coloring is just too. I don't know. It's too soft. I feel like it needed more depth to it. So I would skip both personally, but if you put a gun to my head, Jen Bartel is just cheaper.
Because it's cheaper.
That's a great reason.
All right. Mike, what about you?
Yeah, these are both really weak entries from these two great artists. I mean, these are two of my favorite artists, and I don't like either one. of these covers, and that's really surprising. I guess the Bartel only because it's got some cool design aesthetics going on with the flames and stuff, and there's a seemingly a more interesting layout to me. They're both pretty bad from these two artists. These were definitely, neither one of them were psyched to draw this character, so they clearly didn't like the character design either. So I'm with Rob. I'll buy the cheaper one if I absolutely have to buy one.
Man, I'm glad we're all in agreement here. We're also going with the Bartel for the exact same reason. I expect more from Hans, and it just doesn't do it for me at all. And I don't know if the character is looking up or lying down or falling back. I have no clue because I can't tell from the proportions and how the perspective. Like I have no clue what's supposed to be happening. At least I like the Bartel because the character looks fine. I can tell what she's either walking or sitting, but she's facing the right direction. I'm okay with that. And to your guys' point, 1 in 25 is definitely cheaper than a 1 in 50. So yeah, there you go.
What a sad reason to have to choose one, but
yeah. All right. How about this one? We have the Immortal X-Men number 11, a 1 in 25 by Miguel Mercado. All right, Mike.
I really like this cover, and to say that I would actually buy this even with the Mark Brooks cover that's out this week, which is also beautiful, which is just a B cover. I would pay $25 for this. I love Storm, and I've thought that Storm kind of gets the shaft on good covers for whatever reason. And I think this is really, really beautiful. Everything from the sky, the lightning is interesting. It's not just like regular, I don't know. It doesn't look regular. It looks like it's a power instead of just like, oh, I grabbed lightning out of the sky and threw it at you. There's really cool curves on the character, beautiful shadow work, great. Like, I think it's just really cool. And also the character sort of flows into the sky really nicely, almost like her hair is a cloud, and some really, really cool choices. I wish it didn't have all that shit all over it, all the X-Men logos, but either way, this feels like a 1 in 25. I would pay $25 for it. I may try to find this one on Wednesday. I like it a lot.
Nice. Big Rob?
Yeah, the text on the cover is like literally somebody took a shit on it. I agree. The actual art is solid. Nothing wrong with the art. It's just, I don't know. For me personally, I'm not a big Storm guy, so the aesthetics of it are not going to really intrigue me. But it's solid. It definitely reminds me of those Marvel Universe cards or Masterpiece cards. It has that vibe to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Joe Jusko-y.
Yeah,
Joe
so it's a basic Storm. Yeah, it's a Storm in the clouds, lightning. It's just a problem that I've seen a lot of great Storm covers in the past, so it doesn't really excite me as much as it did 10 years ago. So it's good. It's nothing wrong with it. It's definitely worth $25 in my opinion, but it's just not as exciting as I wish it would be.
Nice. And I feel like you've been jaded a lot there, Big Rob. I mean, this.
We're spoiled these days. We're spoiled, man.
Well, there is a plethora of great Storm covers in the past, dude. There's just so many good ones. It's hard. You gotta really make something different to really get my attention at this point.
Oh man, I guess I'm with Mike. I dig this cover a lot, only because we don't get a whole lot of like really good Storm covers.
Yeah, we get a lot of them, just they're not good.
Yeah, I mean, this one's definitely like amazing. I love it. And Mohawk Storm is one of my favorite like character designs.
Yeah, me too.
I love it. I mean, like I like her uniform or her suit, her super, whatever you want to call it. I dig it. To Mike's point, I like how the lightning's coming from her fingers and her hand. I mean, there's so much detail, and I love the storm clouds around it. This is where I don't mind that there's nothing going on in the background, because it's just clouds, and it looks fantastic. I love how they're all grays with blues and whites. I mean, it's perfect. And again, how Mike had mentioned that her hair looks like a cloud, and it kind of does. I mean, Miguel did a fantastic job on this one at 1 in 25. I'm definitely going to pick it up, and it does feel like an incentive to me.
Okay.
And moving on to Scarlet Witch, number 5 by Swaby. All right. Big Rob, this was also one of your picks. Tell us about it.
Well, it's something different. It's Scarlet Witch without giant boobs in front of her. It actually has like normal sized boobs. So that's definitely something different. I love Swavey art. I always like his color palette, the way he draws. His colors are great. The pencil works great. The hair looks wonderful. I think. Uh, that face reminds me of a actress. I can't remember the name of the actress though, but it's definitely a familiar face to me. Actually, you know what? I think it's Evangeline. Wasn't Lily or whatever the Wasp?
Yeah, a little bit.
Evangelion Lily?
Yeah,
I don't see it.
I see it. 100%.
I see Cher.
I see. I will share. That's maybe a
Okay,
young
so
share.
I see Lalitha Statham.
Man,
the
we're
girl
all
from
over.
Love and
We're all
Basketball.
over the place.
I know, we're all over the place.
You see somebody totally. Holy shit! I like it.
She looks ethnic to me, right?
Well,
Yeah, a little
and
bit.
she's supposed to be. She's.
Oh, I know, but like in this, she looks ethnic. So
Yeah, that's great. She's a great brunette. It's the posing, the positioning of her, the proportions look great. The we call it this rings around her. Everything looks. I think it's definitely a great cover. Is it 1 in 25? I'm not sure, but it's a solid, good cover from Swaby, and it's definitely a winner in my opinion.
okay, Mike.
So I don't like it. I don't know why. It's not the face or the small boobs or any of that, like characters, but I don't know. I really like that other cover. I can't remember who the artist is that did that one. Sort of watercolory and very flowy and sort of like looks like she is her powers, which is kind of cool. Whereas the other one just kind of feels, I don't know. It just sort of feels generic to me. It doesn't feel like anything great. And Swaby is capable of more, in my opinion. So I like the hair.
Peggy Bundy.
Peggy Bundy hair, yeah, a little bit. And I kind of like the way the powers are drawn on there too. It's sort of a different take on the whole thing, but I want something a little bit more sort of ethereal like that B cover up in the top corner. That's more what I'm looking for these days on these covers, not just these kind of like cookie cutter stamp out like splash page looking things. So it's kind of a pass for me. I'd rather go with that B cover.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I just don't feel like this is an incentive worthy cover. So that's why I like the Dustin Nguyen cover, which is the one that's posted
Dustin
up there.
Nguyen, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it a lot. I mean, and again, for me, it's like I can't find anything wrong with this pose or this cover, but it just doesn't feel like incentive-y for me. And I'll be honest with you, like I think the part that maybe does it for me would probably be the face. For whatever reason, I think it doesn't look right to me. But so I will definitely be going with like the cover B or cover C by Nguyen.
Yep, I agree. Another one that made cover fire this week.
All right, how about this one here by Ivan Tao, the Joker, the man who stopped laughing. Big Rob.
The fuck is this shit?
Exactly.
Oh, this is horrible, dude. I like Tao, but this is, I don't know. This is like, what's the name of that fucking dude that is going out with the girl from Transformers? Oh, Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly is fucking cosplaying as the Joker, bro. Get the fuck out of here. This is garbage. It's horrible.
Oh.
And the tattoos, that's stupid, dude. I actually did enjoy watching that Joker version from Suicide Squad, and a lot of people trashed it because all the tats and shit. But this takes it to another cheesy level. This is just, it's the neck's wrong. The head, it looks like the head is like superimposed on the fucking neck. The lower torso. Does he have a swivel on the fucking torso like a toy? You see that little line? It's like a fucking action point on action.
He does.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? That's just stupid. Yeah, the pants are just retarded. Like this.
You got to check your elastic band, make sure it's not dry rotted.
So who just all over this? It's like this looks like the devil just all
That's
over
for
him.
all the
All
Joe
that red
fans
paint
out there.
all over his fucking body. This is horrible.
Mike?
I can't say anything good about this cover. This might be Tao's worst cover ever. I don't even recognize it as an Ivan Tao cover. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, you don't.
Good for him. That he probably won't be associated with this cover if people don't know it's him. It's terrible. The head's too small. It's elongated. I mean, all the things that Rob said, really bad. It's really bad. And honestly, the other 3 covers aren't that great either, to be perfectly fair. I guess I would go with the B cover there in the middle if I had to. The homage to, looks like an homage to Killing Joke, I guess, sort of ish.
Is it?
I don't know. Kind of has that feel. I don't
Yeah, this is terrible.
know. They're all bad though.
It's so bad. It's funny. It's just so bad. It's funny. It's like a train wreck.
Strings on his pants. What is that?
I don't know. You know what? I thought he was wearing like swim trunks.
No,
He's going swimming later.
Those are those stupid sweats with all those pockets and shit.
It's so bad.
He's going swimming. He's going swimming. Come on.
The car is the best part in the background.
What's like that fire off his arm? Is he like a fucking Street Fighter character? Is he doing a Hadouken and shit?
Yeah, it looks like
Hadouken. Jesus Christ!
Oh my god!
What the fuck was Tao smoking?
I don't know, but did you see Sticks? Sticks says Tao's dog did the cover.
Stop.
Oh yes, Dory. This is terrible.
Yeah, I agree with your emoji on this one.
All right, what about this one here for Groot #1 by Benjamin Sue, 1 in 25. Mike?
No. Oh God, it's terrible. God, I can't believe I can't believe instead. I would buy all 3 of those other covers instead, including the Peach Momoko.
Yeah, Peach is not bad.
The Peach is actually not bad, and I actually don't mind the Scotty Young for once. This is terrible. I mean, it looks like what is it? Oh my God, I can't think of what it is. Hell, doesn't look like Groot. It looks like something else to me. I don't know I don't know. I don't like it at all.
Evil fucking tree.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of something specific. I can't come up with it right now. Yeah, I want cute baby Groot looking Groot, or I want something that's a little bit more Jack Kirby-ish. Not this thing. I don't know what that is. Yuck.
Yep. All right, Big Rob.
Yeah, I'll take a melancholy Groot from Peach. This is totally melancholy over there. That's funny.
I am Groot.
But it's like I like the gimmicks on it, like the special effects, like the wash of it.
The special effects.
Yeah, like the layers they put on it, like the trying to make it look vintage. I like the colors rings around it, but the actual fucking Groot it's whack. It's not that great. Like I don't know, something about it is just. I guess he's trying to present Groot as like this really scary motherfucker that will fuck you up, but I don't know. It doesn't come through all the way, and it just looks like it just looks cheesy. Really, I guess that he definitely saw this is what the artist was looking to do, and this is what he got. I'm like, this is drink, everybody. Drink. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is what he pictured in his head. He made it happen. His design work came out, and the pencils, everything's right, but it's just not good.
It's terrible. But you know what? The way you kind of reminded me, like vintage, I feel like this is a tie-dye T-shirt, and someone ironed on Groot like on top of it.
It's like what you put on like a kid's lunchbox or something like
that. Oh my God. Yes. But this isn't as bad as the Ivan Tao one. But I came super close to putting the vomit emoji on this one.
The Tao is like it's like memorable as the Batman peace thing. That's how much.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. George Fornes, right? Is that our
Yeah,
is that our
I'll
buddy?
never forget that shit. Yeah.
Oh, Fornes.
It's been burned into your memory.
I can't believe I would actually buy the Peach Momoko,
Yeah.
but I might.
I
Melancholy
can't believe it
Groot.
either. This is great.
With lemongrass and everything.
Yeah.
That's right. There's lemongrass in it, so there you go.
Oh, Hammer Fist.
All right. What about this one here? Adventures of Superman John Kent, number 3, 1 in 25 by Travis Mercer. All right. Oh, Mike, you're shaking your head. What's going on?
What's going on is I don't know why the Zoo Orzu wasn't the incentive, because that cover's great and this one sucks. It's just boring. I mean, it's digital effects added to very simple pencils. It's not an incentive. The Zoo Orzu is the incentive, and it's a B cover. So go buy your $5 Zoo Orzu. Be happy, and and kindly recycle these.
There you go, Rob.
My judgment on this, it depends. Like, how long has Travis Mercer been drawing? Right, this just seems very very new to the comic book game. Seems very amateur. Like that blue Superman in the background seems like very amateur. So it's not like shit. It's not like fucking Tao shit. Ridiculous.
No, that's true.
But
That's true.
it's very generic. It's very new artist at the con trying to sell his art, just starting up. It has that vibe.
It does. Perfect. Well said.
Yeah. So hopefully he gets to practice more and he definitely develop his art. But it's
better next time, Travis.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a dick. It's just hopefully he definitely can develop his skill and get better at it. I know my art is shit, but I'm telling you, you're trying to be a professional artist and you're on a Superman book. You better come harder than this. This is not good for that Superman book.
You'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Oh man. Okay, I love it. Yeah, I don't like this cover either. For the same reasons you guys don't. All right, let's just move on. How about this one here? 1 in 25 for Star Wars Yoda, number 7 by Pascal. Rob?
Okay, I don't know. This could go. This could go any. This could go any way. With this could be good or it could be bad. I'm like, the more I look at it, the more I like it because it's a different take on Yoda. The way they drew his anatomy, it's a little different. It's just it's a different vibe to him. It's not. It's just I don't know how can I articulate this. It's cool. I like the way he drew Yoda. I like how he's standing on top of a fucking pile of droids. It just totally demolished them and just crushed them into a ball with the Force, right? The background's cool. The starry sky in the background's great. The sunset, I guess, orange in the background. And I'm not sure what the circle as part of the structure in the background or what, or just something that's cool to look in the back. That fucking trade dress though, I hate that trade dress. Damn, Marvel with this horrible trade dresses. They're like the worst at it. But it's a solid cover. It's a Yoda number 7, a 1 in 25. This is probably not super common. So the Star Wars fans will definitely be grabbing this, and in the future, this could has some value.
All right, Mike.
Yeah, I'm with Rob on this. I sort of dig that somebody had the balls to kind of like stylize Yoda a little bit for once and not just go straight from the movie.
Yeah,
which I'm totally fine with. I don't see any reason why on a comic book you have to continually draw. Kind of boring, to be honest. So it's cool to see that. I also like the concept of it. It is laid out well. I hate the trade dress too. It's really bad. It's like a really bad late 80s, early 90s trading card, which is probably the point, which is not great. But it would have been nicer if it were Virgin version, I guess. But yeah, but I dig it. I actually like it. And I think I would probably pick it up if I could find it. But yeah, number 7, I don't think very many of my shops. Well, yeah, actually, I take that back. They might order 25. There might be one of these lurking around tomorrow or Wednesday.
I'm with you guys. I love this cover too. I like the motion of it, and I'm drawn to it because of the lines from the lightsaber. How it looks like he kind of twirled around to defeat these guys, or kind of sucked them in like a black hole and made them like a circle right there.
Vortex.
Yeah,
Also-
exactly. Like a vortex. Thank you.
Also,
Go
how
ahead,
many
Jimmy.
covers are with battle droids? How many battle droid covers are there out there? Not too
Not
many.
many.
So
Not many.
Who knows? But I like the cover for all the reasons you guys gave, and I like the motion. And again, it had to do with the lighting from the lightsaber that kind of like
yeah,
twirled around in there.
yeah.
All right. Moving on to the next one. 1 in 25 for Black Label. Peacemaker Tries Hard. Number 1 by Dan Hip. Mike?
I don't. Yeah, I do. I fucking hate it. I was gonna say I don't hate it, but so the big problem again is that there's a really great B and C cover for this. There's like a
Yeah.
there's like a poster version and a non-poster version of the same art, and that is great. And I don't see anybody buying this over those. This is this looks like really bad 90s art. And it's also what all the character faces and the thing. I don't know. It's almost like they're doing so. I feel like DC's doing this on purpose. They're putting the good covers on the shit, and then they're not soliciting these pictures when Final Order cutoff happens. So you don't know what you're getting, and you'll order more books based on the covers you did see to get the incentive that must be better, right? And then when you get it, you get this pile of horse manure instead. Which what is sad is it probably this looks like a lot of work went into this cover, but this feels like something that like someone draws on their book cover in high school to me.
Ooh.
They just keep working on it like every day, like for a year.
All right. What about you, Big Rob?
Yeah, it's hard because the other covers are really good. Yeah, because I noticed the other cover that they're pretty good. It's a solid cover. It's not complete trash, but it's a negative variant. So on that aspect, that gimmick's gonna people gonna look for it. People are suckers for negative variants, so people will buy it and they'll pay $25 or more. Um, it almost reminds me of a heavy metal cover or something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but heavy metal covers seem better to me than this.
Yeah, yeah, traditionally, yeah, but it has that vibe to it. If you remove all the little caricatures on the side, maybe more so, but it's cool. It's all right. It's issue 1. There might be I don't know. It's okay. It's all right. It's if you're a Peacemaker fan, you definitely be up your string for sure.
I don't know. I agree with you guys. I don't like it. It's kind of like whatever. This would definitely be like a B cover or like a D- cover or something like that. I don't know. This is like
The past.
it's definitely a pass. This is like you know what?
They've been there.
I see what you're trying to do. You get an A for effort. Well, maybe not an A for effort, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't like it. It's terrible, and it looks like strawberry jam is on top of poor little Catwoman here. I mean, I don't know. Like, I just can't get with this cover. It's just bad.
It's also not symmetrical, which is bothering the shit.
Is it because of the cleft on his chin?
Yeah, the helmet's not symmetrical either.
I guess.
I mean, I guess that's not the worst thing in the world, but
No,
it certainly doesn't help.
We've seen worse today.
It's bad.
Right.
So bad.
Yep. And then moving on to this one right here, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Usagi Yojimbo. And this is the issue number 2. 1 in 25 by David Peterson. Big Rob, you're all smiles. Do you feel like you're getting the warm and fuzzies off of this one? Look at that.
I had stopped that and looked at for when I was going through Midtown earlier today. It's cool. It's interesting. Almost for a minute I thought it was a Maria Wolf cover, and Mike's favorite. So because it got so much going on, so It's with all the little pieces. I'm not sure what's going on. It's like they destroyed a robot or something. I'm not sure, but I guess this is a wraparound, probably, because I see a leg sticking out there. I'd like to see. Sorry, go ahead. Oh,
It could be, but I have no clue.
yeah, I feel like I just need to see. I would like to see the whole complete art. I feel like I'm not just seeing the whole art. So that right there is a negative for me. It's not a 1 in 25 price. Like it's a solid
Ooh.
C cover.
I do apologize. It's actually not a 1 in 25. It's a 1 in 50.
Oh, even worse. So,
It's a 1 in 50. I do apologize. 1 in 50. Sorry.
yeah, I would just like say I'll grab the cover A and just stick to Sakai and move on. Not even bother spending that kind of money on this. Unless something crazy happens in this book, it's not worth it. Like the actual character pencil work is great. It's the cat character with the female character here is well done, I think, but it just doesn't really grab you in any way.
Yeah, I would agree. It 1 in 50 again. It's definitely going to be priced pretty high. But as you say all the time, Big Rob, with these TMNT books, 1 in 50s or even 1 in 10s or whatever, just grab them because it could be ghosts.
It will be a ghost. 1 in 50 AEW. Fuck
No,
yeah.
no joke. Yeah, absolutely.
But it doesn't feel incentive to me. It really doesn't. So I can't get behind it. I think it's a great cover. It looks nice, but it just doesn't grab my attention.
Yeah, this is going to disappear 100%.
Yeah. Looks like the guys on the chat do like this cover as well. Yeah,
I'm with Rob. I like the Sakai the best, just the A cover. I think the 1 in 25 is actually the black and white Sakai, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And the 1 in 10 actually isn't terrible either, but they all just sort of feel like A and B covers to me. So at that rate, but I know that IDW just had like massive layoffs, like 30 something percent of their staff or something like that. Their big titles like TMNT and stuff aren't selling real well. So these are all going to be ghosts. Even the 1 in 10 will be hard. So
here's a little cornbread. FLC, there's I think it was a Sonic the Hedgehog book. The 1 in 10 art it's going to be definitely a sought out book when it comes out.
Wow. Okay, you heard it here first, guys. Definitely check it out. All right, moving on. We have the man, the myth, the legend, Lando, 1 in 25 by Raza. All right, Mike.
My favorite Star Wars character, Lando Calrissian. He's the cooler Han. This is good. This is good Raza. We get the tale of two Razas. We get like the photo Raza and we get the painted Raza. And I think we get the good Raza on this one. I love this. I love him in his skiff disguise or Tamtel Screech for those who really want to go deep dive with me.
Wow.
Yeah, right? Huh? So I like that his helmet's off rather than on. So he chose not to go the cheap route. He actually did the whole head, which is great. And honestly, the other incentive, which I can't remember who did it, it looks like the head is pasted on the body. It's really bad. I think it's a B cover, and then there's a virgin version of it. He's at the sabacc table or something like that. It's really bad.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
It's really, really bad. But this cover is great. I like the twin sons. He's obviously on Tatooine outside Jabba's palace, I'm assuming. And I think this is solid. People are going to want this cover. I do. I have to get this. This is top of my list this week. Beautiful. Feels kind of like Gist or Gist to me.
Yeah, it's a Raza, so people are definitely going to be at. Raza's been killing it with Star Wars. You don't see too many Lando skiff guard covers, that's for sure.
I don't know if there are any.
Yeah, the Tatooine background. Too bad for the giant Lando trade dress, though. It takes up like quarter of the cover.
Yeah,
it does.
I don't mind the Star Wars little blurb and the Marvel blurb there, and even the Return of the Jedi 4th Anniversary logo. But that Lando is like, dude, it's really need to be that size of a font. That's pretty big. This would be cool as a version for sure. It's great. It's Raza, perfect art. It's hard. It's nothing really wrong with it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I dig it. Like, oh my god. It looks fantastic, and I do like the fact, as Mike had mentioned, that we see Lando without the helmet on, so you see his face, his hair, like everything, and it looks good. My God, and we don't see a lot of and I say this a lot, right? But we don't see a lot of good Lando covers.
No.
I mean, this one looks fantastic.
The double or nothing incentives were great, and they're like ghosts. Some of them are worth a fortune.
Yeah. Those are grails.
But other than that, man, there's no. I finally got the whole set of those, but man, it took me a long time to find them. So I think this is going to be in the same boat. I mean, he's got fans out there, even though he's a peg warmer when his figures are out. People like the character,
so. And everybody on the chat just loves it as well. I mean, it's great. Apollo's like, I want him in a cape with a Colt 45. Yep. Oh my goodness. All right. And then what about this one? Oh, Barbarella, the center cannot hold a number 3, 1 in 25 by Selena. Big Rob, you may go first. We'll let Mike wait.
The first question is there a regular trade dress version of this?
Yes.
So buy that one. But it's Selena. It's her art. It's nothing really wrong with it. It's just it's at least it's cool. It's different perspective. We have an interesting background, not just a solid Sears background. So she's on the floor. It's from above. I don't know what she's doing though. She's taking a nap or she's listening to the vibrations of the ground. I'm not sure what's going on. The gun is cool. The feet, though, I'm not sure about the feet. Something's off about those feet.
Well, you'll love the trade dress version then, because you can't see the feet.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, that's. But yeah, the actual Barbarella character she looked great. So yeah, Selena's doesn't really fail too much here.
All right, Mike.
I mean, come on. I mean, first of all, this is already ordered and on its way to me. But yeah, I mean, Jesus, this is beautiful. Just the work in the hair and the face alone. I mean, I know the beautiful body, fine, but so many artists can do that. But just to get the personality in the face and all the textures in the hair and stuff is incredible. And yes, finally, an rather than just so an environment rather than just a static colored background. I love it. I've loved them all. I think this is one of the better ones actually. But yeah, the feet are a little weird. I'll give you that. Not really sure exactly if that foreshortening is exactly right, but I don't care. It's so good.
Homer.
Yeah, I'm a homer, but it's beautiful. I mean, she's a genius.
Oh man, I like this cover. 1 in 25. I mean, come on. Dynamite book, 1 in 25, 25 copies just to get this one. It's gonna be a ghost. And I do dig it. I dig the pose. I like the fact that there is some texture to the background.
Yeah.
Which is something we don't see to elaborate on Big Rob's statement earlier. I do like the details of the gun. I like the hair for Barbarella too. I mean, it looks like it took a long time to kind of get that hair flow and looking the way it does. I mean, it looks fantastic.
The volume, head and shoulders.
Yeah.
Can I just remind everyone that this is pastel, like real life pastel on paper.
It's very cool. It's very
cool. Your
cool.
pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, it's bananas.
It's bananas.
Yep.
It's sorcery, as Trish would say.
All right. And that does it for the incentives. Oh my God.
It's a lot, bro.
Ton of incentives. And you know what? There were even more. This week is fully loaded. And also don't forget, there is free comic book day this weekend as well. So don't forget to grab those.
I forgot about that. Jesus.
Oh, all right. Store exclusive time, guys. And here we go. Rian Gonzalez, Devil Dog Comics, Bird City Comics, LE of 3,000 for the trade dress, 1,000 for the Virgin variant. Cost, I have no clue what the cost is right now. But what are your thoughts? Big Rob?
Well, there's no need for the Virgin. The trade is the one to go for because that's homaging the 80s character border covers, right? And it actually kind of makes sense for her. I don't see that's her thing, the chibi little characters around the big central focus character. But it makes sense for her to do this homage. It's Lucky Charms all over the fucking cover. So if you like that, that's just for you. I dig it. I personally, I'm not gonna pay what they want me to pay for this. But it looks like a $4 book to Diamond. I would probably pick it up.
Okay, Mike.
Skip me, please.
No. I mean, don't listen to Trish. Trish says don't do it, Mike. But we want you to do it.
It does look like Lucky Charm vomit.
I like Lucky Charms.
I just don't get any of this. Like I don't know what market wants this. I'm sure there is one. It's certainly not me.
A large market.
It just looks like a mess to me. I don't know. I mean, and they all do. It's not. This is look. So, Bird City, Devil Dog, the regular covers they sell. People want them. I get it. So to do this, smart move, great job, bravo. But it doesn't make me like it anymore just because it's from people I like. This is such a hard pass for me. I can't even describe it. Just color vomit, chibi vomit, just the whole thing. I wish it were done like those old border variants. That I would be all about, like the Care Bear one and the Ewok one and the Transformer one and Captain America and all those. Those are great. I wish it were that. That'd be fantastic. I'd fucking buy 2 of those.
Really? You would do that, Mike?
If it were the regular, like the old border variants.
Oh,
I love those.
Okay. Oh, guess what? Arthur Adams has one, and you can find Ultimate Comics.
Wow.
LE of $1,500 for the trade, $700 for the sketch, and it'll only set you back $40.
Same deal. Forget the Virgin, just buy the trade.
Yeah,
you can buy the trade. I think the trade is like $15 or something like that.
Oh, that's an it's easy decision if you're interested in buying. I'm not gonna buy them, but that's a great homage. I'm like it hasn't been burned out completely yet, this homage, so it works. And I like Spider-Man kind of being goofy in the background, saying little peekaboo there.
So, I'll go before Mike just really quickly. Give Mike some time to kind of absorb everything.
yeah.
I like this cover a lot because of that trade. So I do like the whole like
Pink
80s trade that you get here. I actually have the Black Cat version of this one, and I am going to get this one right here, the Mary Jane version as well. I dig it. I think it's great, and I'm a huge fan of Arthur Adams, and I'm liking what Ultimate Comics is doing. They have a lot of these books with the exact same trade dress that you would see back in the 80s. I mean, it looks fantastic, but sometimes you get different artists to do it. This time it was Arthur Adams. I'm definitely going to be picking this up because I think it looks fantastic, and I get the feels from it from when I started collecting back in the day. So, Mike?
Yep. So casting couch, freaking Kreider. Jesus. Oh my God. So yeah, this one does it for me. This is I'm not a huge MJ fan per se. I definitely have MJ covers, that's for sure. And I have not liked Art Adams's covers recently, but he's back to what I want him to be. So this is a good Adams piece. The border is done right. The corner box is done right. The art is in a close enough style to the older school style. I mean, they chose the right artist to do it. This one hits for me for this homage. And I might buy the non-virgin one. I kind of dig it, to be honest with you. So money where my mouth is. I actually think this is cool. This is the right, this hit.
Okay, so I have a quick question, and now I'm looking at it only because Trish had mentioned it.
The boobs? Yeah.
Yes, but look at Spider-Man's face here, right? It should be a little bit further out, maybe, or like you shouldn't see like the eyes too much.
Yeah, there should be more in the inside the cleavage.
Yeah, there should be more inside the cleavage, right?
Yeah, there should be.
Okay. But yeah, I just noticed that because Trish had mentioned, like, oh, I'm gonna take a closer look at that.
Sure.
And yeah, here we go again with a lie on the number. But
yeah, we're missing what about like
1,500 copies.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because it's 3,000, 1,000 right now.
Yeah.
There's no way they're sending 1,500 copies of this to CGC. That's for sure.
There you go.
Catch them on Whatnot next week.
I'm okay with that because I want to get that 9.8 to match the black hat one I have of this one. So
yeah, I do like this one.
All right. Up next we have J. Scott Campbell. You can find this on his website, or at least you could have found it on his website. We have LE of 3,000, 2,000, and 2,000 with a cost of $25. 64. Now 64 will get you cover A and cover B, and 98 will get you cover A, B, and C. All right, Mike.
I've never really liked this whole thing from him doing multiple covers of the same thing, similar poses to what he's done in the past. Costume. I have this like a Mean Girls homage. Is that what that's supposed to be? I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's what I get. Yeah.
I mean, they're all okay, and I don't love a lot of these Campbells. And I know some of them get really hot, and usually it's the one that you have to buy the set to get, which is the one that everyone's going to want because it's the hardest one to get. But I don't mind any of them, but the buy-in is too high for me for the limitation, for the off chance that one of them might hit. I just don't like the art enough. Sometimes I love them. Every once in a while, there's one I have to have, but this is certainly not one of them, or three of them, whatever.
Big Rob?
Oh yeah, unless something happens in the guts, right? Because isn't this the issue? There's a spoiler, possibly, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is this one. If you did FOC or ordered it, it has the spoiler cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is one, but who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, these are super generic for J. Scott Campbell. This looks like a total money grab. So it's definitely a skip. I'm like, it's his heart, it's his pencil work, it's his design, his coloring, all that. It always looks great, but it's a total. I don't know. I get them. Just to me, it feels like a money grab. Like, what's the point of this? It has no point. I'm like, are guys really that desperate to look at pretty girls on art covers, Alonzo? So it's like,
Well, this is not the same cover all three times with different costumes like he's done in the past. I'll give him that at least.
Yeah, I guess so. And now he's trying to throw his hat into the chibi realm with the little chibis on top of the Amazing Trade logo on the left. So I don't know. This is a big skip. Yeah, but the price plus the price level. Yeah, I'm not impressed at all.
Nope.
Yeah, I hate all three, but I do like, and I think Apollo mentioned it. I just like the trade just for this one.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the only thing that I like about these three covers is that last trade dress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This should take that as an example how to integrate a trade dress into a comic book, make it like in the background somehow.
Yeah. That's a great idea. You know what? Marvel should hire you, Big Rob. What is going on?
Oh God, please, please! They're all so bad.
Yep. All right. How about this one by Will Jack? Power Girl Special #1, 3,000, 2,000, and 1,500 for a cost of $20, $50, $70, and we have the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse here.
Well, but with correct numbers, it looks like, or pretty close.
Right?
Well, let's kill this horse as fast as possible, right? Let's just ride him till he fucking drops dead, because this is probably not the last Power Girl cover we're going to see in the next few months. There'll probably be more. So I think I already saw one. There's a couple other ones I saw too. So man, this is a lot. The art is great. She looks sexy. She looks cute. That's what you want from Power Girl. I don't know about the moon behind her head. I don't know. That kind of throws me off a bit. I could have done without that. Maybe in the corner or something like that. But
yeah, I wish it weren't directly right behind her and dead center like that. It's a little bit weird.
Yeah, is this some sort of religious signaling or something? I don't know what's going on.
She's a saint.
Yeah, she's a slutty.
She's definitely saint. Blessed, that's for sure.
Yeah, all the right spots. Yeah, I know you like the pouty face one. That's cool. Like the teeth are a little weird though. It's a little dentary to me, but it's good art in general. But I'm getting tired of this shit, to be honest.
All right. Mike?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I mean, I feel like I've seen this cover before, and I'm probably going to see it again 100 times. There's nothing wrong with this in any of its iterations, but well, other than that moon thing is a little weird in the background. It should be off center. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, the price, again, like at the prices that stores are charging for this stuff now. I mean, you've really got to blow me away with a cover for me to spend $20 on it. I mean, I'd rather just go buy one of the old Adam Hughes ones or the what's the number 27 from the original series? Who did that? Why am I blanking on the artist now? Shit. The one everybody wants with the white background. But that's where my Power Girl money would go. It wouldn't just go to what is essentially white noise. Everyone will forget about this cover in a month, I think.
All right. I bought it.
Shit. Sorry.
And I like it because you get the pouty Power Girl over here. Like, now, if this one was cover A, I would have just bought cover A, but I had to get all three of them. I had to get these other two just to get this one in here that I wanted. It was all the way to the right. I'm like, oh.
You'll be able to sell the other two, though. You'll probably get half your money back at least.
Yeah, I'm hoping because honestly, this is the one I wanted. I'm hoping I can get this. And yes,
I mean, I can't blame you. It's a pretty cover. I don't blame you, but it's just I don't know. I don't feel like it's not different enough.
No, I would agree. I just like the face on this one. It was just like, oh my god, like I had to have it.
Fair enough.
All right, moving on to the next one here.
We saw this today. Jesus.
Yes, Archie and Friends, hot summer movies from Great Wall of Comics by Dan Parent. I don't know what the LE is or the cost, but here we go. For you guys here, I know Mike, it kind of hits on everything, right? Archie and Star Wars. So are you gonna be buying this?
No, I'm not. But I mean, I applaud them for the balls it took to actually create this cover. Holy shit! I mean, you know what? This is one of those covers. If you handed me one for free, I would probably keep it. But I'm not going to go out of my way to buy it. That's for sure. But it is, it's a ballsy cover. That is for sure. And it does kind of hit on all of my buy it. It's kind of crazy, but I think this just jumps the shark a little bit for me.
What? Come on.
Bit. It's funny. It's really funny. I don't know. Maybe I'll come around to it, but it's really funny though.
Oh man. All right. Big Rob.
Yeah, I call bullshit. I don't think he drew the background. That's totally Google images he just took. And he dropped it on Adobe or C4D. It's a 3D software. And you could manipulate it. It's totally fucking took that from Google Images. He totally did. The art, yeah, it's just probably his art. He must have sketched that shit in 5 minutes and just drew it. And like, here you go. Cover done. Let's roll. But it is a fucking ridiculous Star Wars cover, and like Mike, if somebody gave it to me for free, I'll keep it. So
I hate it. Oh, I saw this and I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible. Like, oh my, yeah, there's just no words.
If the price point's like $10, I might buy it, but I would never spend more than that on
it. Sticks. Star Wars the porn parody cover.
It is exactly what it is. I mean,
I thought it looked familiar.
I'm almost surprised I got away with it, to be honest with you. But,
oh my god, yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, moving on to the next, and this one is for you, Big Rob. Big Rob. We have the swimsuit special for Street Fighter 2023 July, and this one you can find at udonstudios.com with an LE of 300 for the set. Cost no clue by Cajun Man. All right, Mike.
Cajun Man. I hate them both. I don't know. This is not again. This is like this is like the Scarlet Witch anime. It's also 2 digital, like super perfect beach ball round boobs that are actually kind of not quite in the right position. I don't know. I mean, yeah, these are hard passes for me, but Rob probably wants them.
You probably bought them already. Rob?
They're not out yet. But I'm with Alonso because I know where Alonso's gonna go. These are awesome. Look at those boobs. Little cornbread. So the one on the right is the limited one, right? And what I realized when doing a little research on Street Fighter Udon covers that drop on their Udon website, those limited ones go for good money after the fact. They're typically all of them are like $100 or more. So, and the whole set's I think it's like probably $40. So, if you just want cover A, you could buy the set and you definitely get your money back and a lot more back. So just an investment as an investment piece, it's definitely worth it. This is very limited. So I'm definitely picking them up because I know that they'll carry value for sure going forward. And I'm a Street Fighter sucker. It doesn't matter, man. A Street Fighter, I'll buy it. Oh, by the way, she's not a female.
She's not?
Uh-uh.
What's her name? What's her character's name?
I forget, but she's the one. She's always paired up with the dude behind her. They're actually originally from Final Fight, and they got crossed over to Street Fighter. But yeah, she's actually transvestite.
Okay.
Okay. I like it a little bit more now, to be honest with you, because I think that's cool that they did it.
Oh, there you go. So it's Poison from Final Fight. All right.
Yeah, Poison. That's right. That's her name.
Oh, so that's what he meant. So Paulo had mentioned it earlier, but I didn't understand till just now.
Okay, that's kind of cool. That makes it cooler, actually.
So after hearing you say about all of these bikini covers that they have on Odun's site, they're selling out quickly then, huh? They sell out fast on the secondary market.
It's always the people, because they'll sell them separate. There's always that secondary cover that is usually shorter print. That's the one that always sells for a lot. That's what I noticed from doing my research.
Okay, and I will be looking forward to making the purchase then.
Yeah.
Okay. Poison. There we go. And Lord of Brooklyn knows Poison from Street Fighter, and that is Hugo in the water.
Yeah, Hugo. That's right.
Cool. All right. And I believe that's it. We are done with the store exclusives.
Wow.
Woo. All right. All right. All right, Mike, where can we find you?
All right. So you can on CBS. You can find me on CBS site. That's comicbookinvest.com every week with Cover Fire. Although I spoiled almost the entire article tonight. If you watched, that drops tomorrow, late morning, early afternoon, depending on your time zone. And then Cover Tunes is a hit or miss thing these days with the 2 kids. It's a little hard for me to get it out, but I still do love to write it. There is a Star Wars issue coming out soon. My most recent one is RC of Transformers from a couple weeks ago. If you want to check that out, it's just my random thoughts on covers I like that are a little forgotten about and or underrepresented. And you can check those out and all kinds of free content on comicbookinvest.com every week for your Wednesday warrioring needs.
Love it. Love it. Yeah, I definitely love your articles, Mike. I totally read them before I head on over to the LCS. I think they're great. I love all of the comments that you get and some of the banter that you guys have. I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So definitely, if you guys are on the CBSI website, Cover Fire, make sure to leave a comment for Mike. I mean, he definitely reads them and will for sure comment on them. Trust me.
I do. I love to chat with people down in the comment section. That's actually my favorite part of writing the article. So.
Oh, hey, look at that.
So yeah, please
really quick question.
Yeah.
Mike and Rob, are you grabbing the Grimm Fairy Tales May the 4th covers?
I thought I saw those. No is the answer, but I think I did see them.
I did not see them. Now I'm curious. I don't know what those are. I'm going to check those out.
I gotta
cosplay. I'm assuming they're what they call their cosplay cover since they can't really get away with the other stuff. But
Yeah,
At least
this
it's not that Ahsoka cover that came out this week. Jesus.
And just for you guys know as well, like Trish's final My Little Pony cover comes out this week. So if you have the chance to grab it, definitely grab that.
And it's a mini blind cover. So if you've been collecting the mini blind covers from Marvel, you may want the pony cover to go with it. Yeah, I noticed, Trish. I look at everything.
Very cool. Look at that. Look at that. All right. All right. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you guys for the chat. But we got to do a quick shout out to our sponsors before we have our nice little disclaimer for Mike. For the show. So really quickly, again, don't forget cover price. Make sure you use code Nerdvana for 30 days on unlimited cover price for only 99 cents. Again, just check it out, give it a go. It's only $1 and $1 for a month to have unlimited access. You should definitely give it a try. Also, same thing goes with purchasing comics over at Bird City Comics. They had some great stuff. Hopefully, the stuff that they had at Amazing Comic-Con Las Vegas gets put onto their website for those that missed out on the con. And then you could save yourself 10% by using code TNH. And then also we have our good friend over there, Sean, over at displaygeek.com, that you can use Team Nerd Herd for your very first purchase to save yourself 10%. All right, Mike, please, can you give us our disclaimer?
Yes, no artists were harmed in the making of this podcast.
Damn right, damn right. And again, we just provide opinions. I mean, everybody's tastes are different. I mean, art is all subjective. So, you know, if you'd also, hey, I know you guys in the chat like agree or disagree with us. If you'd like to be on the show, let us know. Like hit myself up, Big Rob, or Mike. Let us know if you want to be on the show. We're definitely would love to have you. So definitely hit us up if you'd like to come on. And with that being said, Big Rob, I haven't heard from you in a while. So can you send us out?
Yeah. So if you want to do it right, be a comic cover whore for life.
Thank you.